Vasel, and you are watching the AlphaBest series. This is a series of lists of my top 10 games from each letter of the alphabet. By the way, if you go back to the letter F, which I just did a couple days ago, that one is, I forgot to put the game Forbidden Stars on it. When I'm making these lists, there's hundreds of games that I'm sifting through, and so occasionally I miss one, and people are like, where's Forbidden Stars? I thought you really liked it. I do. It should have made the list. Sorry about that. But today, we're talking about the letter H. Number 10 for the letter H is Hanging Gardens. Hanging Gardens is a card-laying game. Well, actually, it feels like a tile-laying game, as you're placing down different cards and forming the different hanging gardens. The game plays multiple players, but I like it best with two. I like the fact that the cards are being placed on top of each other, and you're placing them in different ways and forming the majorities in different areas. Really an enjoyable back and forth style game. Doesn't get a lot of love, but I think it's pretty good. That's Hanging Gardens. Number 9. Oh, there's a lot of games today where if you have the most corruption, you lose, or there's some, you pass this level, you lose. High Society is that way. It's a small auction game where you are auctioning and trying to win different luxury items. Oh, I got this necklace, I got whatever it is. And whoever has the highest value at the end wins, except whoever has the least money loses, no matter what value of items they have. So you are bidding and trying to win different things, but at the same time making sure that you haven't got rid of too much money. A simple concept, a simple game, fun, High Society. Number 8 is the first Spiel des Jahres winner, and that is Hare and Tortoise. Hare and Tortoise is a racing game in which you are rabbits racing around a track. You move spaces by spending carrots. The more spaces you move on a turn, the more carrots exponentially that it costs. And then you can move backwards to get carrots. So you can move backwards a little bit and then forward and move slowly like the tortoise and get to the end. But you need to know when to use that big burst of speed. It's a bit mathematical, but I really enjoy the concept of this game, and it's a lot of fun for me. That's Hare and Tortoise. Number 7 is a game many people haven't heard of, and that is Havoc, the 100 Years' War. This is from a small company they came out of nowhere. They had a couple small games, and then now they're gone. This was their debut game, their best game. If you like poker, this game has a bit of that in the mix of it on top of this pretty cool theme, actually, of the 100 Years' War. Let loose the dogs of Havoc. Goes up to 6 players. A cool little card game, one that I would still play today, Havoc, the 100 Years' War. Number 6 just was re-released from Yellow, originally came out from Swan Panasia, and that is Happy Pigs. And Happy Pigs has a very silly theme with very silly artwork as you stick these square pigs in your yard and you're trying to put them there. But behind that is a pretty deep strategic economic game, as you have to know when best to sell the pigs, when best to buy pigs or breed pigs. And there's different actions that you will be taking, and you have to split these actions with other players. So you might take an action you really want to do, splitting it with other players, or take an action you're not so keen on, but you can do it all yourself. Very cool concept. This is an excellent game, Happy Pigs. Number 5 is a Matt Gertz game. In fact, it's probably my favorite Matt Gertz game, and this is despite the fact that the cover looks like it was designed to keep people from playing it, and that is Hamburgum. Hamburgum is a game about building churches in the city of Hamburgum or other cities. There's multiple maps with different, that just give you different layouts. But you are buying and selling resources like beer and cloth to then get wood and brick and the bells that you need to build different churches. There's area control. It's a bit abstractish kind of in its theming, I think, but it offers some pretty in-depth strategic choices. It, of course, uses the rondel, which Mr. Gertz is most well known for as you move around to take your different actions. Highly recommend it. Hamburger. Number 4, Horse Fever. There are a lot of racing games that I really enjoy. Horse Fever is one of my favorites. It is one of the more convoluted racing games. There's all sorts of things going on as these horses are racing, and you are buying some of the horses so that you get some of the profits. You are betting on the horses. There are action cards. You are feeding the horses hot peppers, or you are giving them steroids, or tying a ball and chain around it. Like, it's crazy. It's silly. It's Mad Magazine almost. But when the race happens and people are rolling the dice, it's very exciting and provides great experience. That's Horse Fever. Number 3 is another game. It looks boring. It's about farming. Woohoo! But I'll tell you what, this game is one of the meanest, most fun games I've ever played. Heartland. Heartland is almost has a domino style thing where you have these tiles with 2 different resources. You're placing them on these fields and building up fields of goods that you are producing that give you points. At the same time, you are cutting up other people's fields. You don't want them to score many points. Viciously going after each other, trying to get areas. Wow, I really enjoy this game. Did not expect to based on the cover, but I have to say it is a lot of fun. That is Heartland. My top 2 H games are 2 of my favorite games ever. These were easy when I made this list, 1 and 2. Boom, then I went through and did the rest. Number 2, Le Havre. Le Havre is one of my favorite games from Uwe Rosenberg, who's made some amazing games. And in this one, you are getting goods and changing those goods into money, which becomes victory points. Yes, that's the theming of a lot of games, but the reason I love Le Havre so much is the fact that this game offers you good, better, and best choices. Every turn, you sit there and go, wow, I have so many cool things I can do. I can take this huge pile of fish, or I can take this huge pile of wood, or I can change these cattle into meat, and I can do this and that. And this is one of the few games where when you need to feed your people, I don't mind it because there's so many cool ways to do so. This game just, and there's special buildings that show up in every game, and you're like, ooh, that's cool. I can't wait to do that. A lot of fun in this game, Le Havre. My favorite game, Heroescape. Was there any doubt for me on this one? I love Heroescape. From the 3D terrain to the anachronistic way that it plays, where you have revolutionary soldiers fighting robots from the future, fighting dragons, fighting Roman centurions. It's really fun and neat, and I apologize for those of you who it's out of print for and have a hard time finding it, but I can't say I don't like it because of that. Magic the Gathering, the board game, has attempted to capture some of this, although they are looking like they're releasing 1 expansion every 8 months or so it's going to be a slow build on that one, and it just doesn't have the huge, fun, cool toy factor that Heroescape did. Kids are going to like it because of the toy factor. Adults are going to like it because of, well, the toy factor, but the game itself, simple combat, lots of chucking of dice, being able to have epic battles. Love this game. Heroescape. So those are my top 10 games that start with the letter H. What are yours? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching the AlphaBest series. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.